Marie. I'm a motivational blogger in Brisbane, Australia. I'm here in the hopes that while interviewing people that are either living their dreams or on their way to living their dreams, that I might inspire all of us to do the same. I'm really excited today because I'm joined by the amazing Kat Dawes, the creator of... Kat Dawes, the creator of Nowism. And I would like to just say thank you so much for your time, Kat. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. Welcome to the present moment. Yes.
Woo! Okay, I'll jump straight into the questions, Kat. So, first question, what were you like at school?
At school? Yes, the old school days. I had a really great schooling. There was primary school, I was open, I was creative, I was really exploring. By high school, I think I'd gathered a little bit more dust. So I was a little darker in high school. I was into mystery. I liked just that sort of aching artist identity. I really got all up in that for a while there. But yeah, I was very thoughtful. But I was also an entertainer. So as much as I was an introvert, I also was, just really exploring one of my greatest talents, which was to entertain. So yeah, I had a few things going on there.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh, nice. So you're always just really creative and getting in touch with who you really are and kind of exploring the inner self.
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up as a dancer in a ballet school, so creativity was definitely something that I was born into. However, my parents also believed in getting a real job, so it was sort of maybe considered more a hobby than an actual way of life.
Yeah.
So, I appreciate that contrast that it brought to my life. And as you grow older and you move through your schooling and stuff, you realize that nobody really has a clue. You just have to create your own ideas on what's right for you.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, that was, it's a piece of my history anyway.
Yeah, cool. And what was something that you used to dream of as a child? Or dream of being?
Yeah, dream of being. There were a few things. One of them was to be really brilliant in musical theatre. I loved the musical Cats. I had a small obsession with that. I also really loved Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Simply because the man was a genius as far as his entertaining artistic isms go. But also he seemed to be able to communicate to billions of people, millions. And I always found that to be really profound, that one man could cause such focus and attention and love from so many. Yeah, and even though he was a singer, I felt like ultimately he was a messenger. And that was something that I was really attracted to. I really wanted to go to the moon. I remember that.
Hey,
I had a thing
there's still time.
There is still time. And, I'm thinking I might even make a music video on the moon. That would be cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, there's options.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So what do you do now?
So what I do now, I promote the present moment for a living. It's a full-time job. And I've created it's a brand, but brand is such a funny word, isn't it? A brand. I've created it's a global movement. It's a celebration, a personal operating system called Nowism. So, through powerful, positive, intentional use of the present moment, sharing with people how to create the lives of their dreams, starting from right where they are, right here, right now.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's what I do now, which in layman's terms is I'm an author, a speaker, I'm an entertainer, I'm a creator, an artist. There's a whole pile of things in Nowism.
That's so beautiful.
But
Such a beautiful thing.
What I do.
Yeah, amazing.
Thank you.
Cool. And how important is it to you to be happy in your life and path?
Oh, that's a no-brainer for me. If I'm not happy doing what I'm doing, I actually won't do it. And that's a choice that I made. Yeah, absolutely. And here's the thing: is it's not that it's a discipline to actually be happy. Happiness in Nowism is practice.
Yeah.
It's so because there are things from day to day, mundane things that we don't necessarily love to do.
Yeah.
However, through a tweaking of your perception and a different type of participation muscle, if you can implement that, you will actually change your way of movement so that you are really just loving what you're doing, and you'll find that everything is actually good material to work with, right?
Yeah. So I guess like
for
maybe,
me, happiness is essential.
Yeah, so maybe even starting with the small things and like understanding what makes you happy about just doing the small things and then building on that maybe.
Absolutely. And things become spiritual because we make them spiritual. They become sacred because we make them sacred. So, for instance, pick a thing like washing up your dishes after you've eaten.
Yeah.
To stand at the sink and to just really have an awareness. I call it bringing the magic to the mundane. So I stand there, and as I'm washing out a cup, I'll just be grateful for the opportunity to have water flowing out of a tap, which means I don't have to walk down to a river. I'll acknowledge that the cup was designed by someone, and I wonder who that person was and what their family was like and what food did they eat. And then you think about the sunshine and the rain that brought that food to them. And, you can make things cosmic through your intentional awareness and celebration of it.
I just got goosebumps just from you saying that.
Favorite practices in house.
Yeah,
what's
that's
that?
amazing. I just got goosebumps from you just like saying those things. I was like, oh my God, I want to go and wash the dishes now.
That's it, but here's the thing, it really is a muscle, and I've practiced that, and that is what I teach people through my coaching and all about, is how to start where you are with what you've got and to implement the magic from where you're standing. Yeah,
that's really amazing. Thank you for sharing that. That's really cool. Okay, so what are some things that happened in your life that inspired you to follow your heart?
I think that growing up in a family where I watched people worry and stress, I think everyone has a version of this, worrying and stressing about paying bills or credit cards or whatever. And I remember just thinking to myself, you probably could just be happy anyway. Like, you really could just get happy, and everything would be sweet. And so, I think there's a million reasons why one can, decide to follow their heart. I actually think I have the pleasure of saying that I think I was sort of wired that way. Like, for me, I just always knew that when I watched people around me working at jobs that they didn't necessarily love, I just knew in my heart that there was something fundamentally wrong with that.
Yeah.
And that I would choose to be happy and to follow my heart. And if I would rather be poor and ridiculously happy than have all the money and the stress and be doing something that I didn't love. So I think that that happened for me when I was very young. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Awesome. The next question was to get you to teach me a technique you use to get to your happy place. But I guess, did you touch on that before? Like, is that one of the things?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Making the mundane things magic.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, tracing things back to their cosmic origin is a really good way. Another one that I could share with you is just a simple practice of gratitude. And we all know this, right? But let me explain to you why perhaps that this would be useful for your listeners, is that gratitude puts you in a space of recognizing what you already have. It's a havingness. So when you're grateful for things that are already present in your life, you are noticing what is present as opposed to what's absent.
Yeah.
And so gratitude is an alignment thing. It puts you in just this beautiful celebration of life and of love and of creativity and of the havingness.
Yeah.
And it helps you sort of, for me, it's a shortcut to the now. When I'm grateful, I know that, that's me becoming the right frequency for the rest of my dreams to come true.
Absolutely.
It's a very powerful thing, and it can be very underestimated how powerful that is.
And I guess when we're in our daily routine, we sometimes get bogged down by the things that are in our, directly in front of us, and we forget about all those things, of our foundation that we are grateful for, our family and the amazing house that we live in and stuff like that. So when you kind of bring it back to those simple things, you can get out of that, rut or whatever.
That's right. Awareness is a really simple thing, and it's a muscle, and you got to choose to use it.
Yeah.
So when you're being challenged by something at work or whatever, one thing that I've taught myself to do when anything challenges me, I ask a powerful question about it, which is, what's the gift in this?
Yeah.
What do I need to become in order to transcend this? Maybe I need to become patient. Oh, great. I can generate patience right where I am.
Yeah.
See, the cool thing about Nowism is it teaches you that everything that you're looking for is always already here.
Yeah.
And so you can generate that from where you are, no matter what the issue is.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, very cool. Thank you. And the last question is, career and life goals aside, what is something that you are really passionate about that you love to do but don't always do?
I thought it was an interesting question because for me, I've really made sure that whatever I'm passionate about, I integrate it into my life as often as possible.
Yeah.
However, I think I understand the essence of your question is asking me, what else do I love? I love space, and I've not had the pleasure yet of space travel. I love Africa, and I've lived in Africa and visited there, and it's one of my passions. I love painting, and I go through phases where painting is my work.
Yeah.
But I really love doing that, and I love waterfalls. I love nature. I try to get out as much as I can.
Yeah.
What else? I'm passionate about eco-friendly awareness, but I integrate that into my life as much as I can as well. But yeah, there's lots of good.
Well,
things
and
in this world
as
to
you're
celebrate.
talking, you're living in Bali right now, aren't you? That's where you're based?
Yeah, that's right.
So that's some
Yeah,
pretty amazingness
it's a
right there.
beautiful place to live. I love it here. It's I'm very grateful, and it's a highly spiritual culture, and for me, it really nurtures my creativity. It's not something I plan to do, but I like to follow my clues. And life brought me here for a few weeks a while ago, and I realized, this just feels good being here. Yeah. And so I took it upon myself to just come and check it out a little bit longer, huh?
Amazing. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Those answers just gave me goosebumps. I really love your energy. It's really beautiful and cleansing, I think. So thank you so much for being with us today.
And thank you for sharing passion with people. It's a beautiful thing, and we're all in this together to create the emerging paradigm. It really takes people like you and me to become satellites of this type of information. So on behalf of the present moment, thanks for being present and filling it up consciously.
Thank you so much, Kat. And again, have a beautiful day, and I'm sure that I'll see you soon.
You will. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Much love. Ciao.
Much love.